What's happening, guys? Well, we're in the old shop. Dan here, DD Speed Shop. 57 Chevrolet, two-door hardtop. So, this hot rod, we got to get back on it. Now, I'm not going to lie. I just did my taxes. And, you know, when you start putting all the numbers down as to how much you're paying in insurance, how much stuff's costing you for storage, fuel bills, all that stuff, and it was like I had an awakening moment, and I was like, I gotta figure something else out. I have 24 cars right now, which to some is not many, and you know what? The more power to you. If you can have 150 cars or more, awesome. I have 24, of which I'm gonna say more than half, or at least in this state, runner drivers, somewhat complete, and whatnot. A lot of them we put a bunch of miles on, daily drive them, and we typically buy projects, kind of work through them, and then carry on. I'm bad at selling, and I think I gotta start selling. I just can't, we can't have so much stuff around here. So, we're coming into spring, and I think it's time to kind of carry on. We got some stuff coming up. Maybe I'd like to get some property and some stuff like that. But ultimately, we got to finish up some projects and maybe get a few ready to go come springtime. Now, that being said, I do love this car. I like to, you know, put a few miles on it, but we'll just see. There's only so many Tri-5 Chevys one man can have, and I feel like I am at the higher end of how many you need. And the problem is, I have a sickness. I like building cars. So it's not like I'm going to be done and then just stop working on them. So this sickness of mine causes me to continue to buy cars. I said today I want to get less cars, and guess what? I made an offer on another car today, which I don't need. It's 3 hours away from home, and it was a Ford. Anyway, let's start working on this thing. It does run, it does drive. I believe all the brakes and all that are good on it. It needs a bazillion little things, which works out good because guess what? Over time, I've been collecting the little things. I found some front splash pans, so we're going to put one of those in there. This is actually a brand new grill just outside in the shed. I have a light, not a light bar, but a grill bar, which has the signals in it. We have all the trim and whatnot. This is all stuff I've been collecting for it. I actually got some Tri-5 window trim, some hardtop, legit hardtop stuff. Does this thing have taillights in it? Looks like it does. Oh, I have the back trim. We got a bunch of things for this deal. Sorry, excuse me. And I'd like to kind of carry on and put her together. Yeah, I mean, it just needs kind of some tidying up, and then we'll see whether it goes on the chopping block or goes into storage or something like that. But I want it just a little bit further along, and I think this thing was a big project. You guys were watching. We started in this in the fall, and it wasn't solid. It was on and off, but we did accomplish a lot. It sure came a heck of a long way. You guys were along for the ride, and I think I at least owe you. I know I call it finished. Maybe you guys don't, but to have kind of a complete car that someone could, in theory, you know, finish up, run and drive, you know, enjoy it on a Sunday, go for ice cream and stuff like that. Put your earmuffs on and enjoy the rattles as it rattles your teeth and brain. But, yeah. Let's go through the list. I'm actually going to pull a bunch of stuff out. We'll lay it on the floor here and get going, see what we got. Man, look at these daisy wheels I got. Oh, they're so nice. Probably have to get some hardware and some miscellaneous clips and stuff like that. But for now, let's keep... Oh, and I got to wire it. That's what I got to do. This thing doesn't have a stitch of wiring in it. Right. Okay, so I'm just kind of going through some parts I got. I got a brand new ignition switch. Tab lower, you wouldn't believe it. That's like $100 right there. A grill. Look at this. So this is El Cheapo 1957 Chevy. Everyone's like, oh, they're so gorgeous. This is it. Absolute stamp steel junk. But whatever. Now, I went with the silver because this car is, in fact, a 210 model, even though it has Bel Air trim. That's simply to hide my terrible bodywork. This is the grill bar, which is actually in pretty good shape. It's got one little crack in it, but it's complete. And that, as you see, just has some studs, and they fit in these kind of little holes here. That covers all that up, so you don't see any of that. We got the bezels. I bought some trim a while ago, which was pretty good. So these little corner pieces, which I actually have a bunch of these, but this little doohickey here, not that's the end of the world, you can always make something. But the way this works is there's a little hole right there, and this all kind of goes in like that, and then there's a screw that goes in the backside. That goes there, and then that attaches to this trim. So we can get that on, which is kind of sweet. I think the rest of this is pretty much... There's some interior trim, there's some more... This is side trim, that's this piece right here, and... miscellaneous. Oh, there's another corner piece. So we got all that kind of good stuff. Then we're going to get set up, we're going to take the hood off. It's just sitting there on the shovel. The hinges are currently doing nothing. Get the hood off of it. Get a splash pan in. Oh, and the grill, the bottom of it bolts to the splash pan, and up here bolts to the cross memory type thing. So again, we'll put a splash pan in. Yeah, we'll see. This is all supposed to get kind of nut and bolted together with these kind of like self-tapping type screws. She may get a couple of buzzes with the old welder, just kind of hold it in place. We're just trying to make this thing look like a car, let's be honest. We all know what it is. It's for someone else to take to the next level, but it's very cool, and I like looking at it. It needs a grill, needs the headlight bezels, needs all that stuff kind of put on it, and then we can wire it, drive it. Probably put the, I got a matching set of rallies up front. Vote yes, no, 17s, people hate them. We'll go from there. So let's peel this hood off, get to work. Oh yeah, so I was going to put this away, and then I just totally forgot. Oh, yeah, oh, here we go. I got inside pieces. I'll go like that on the inside. Oh yeah, look at all this crap I bought. Look how many of these things I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, mint. We'll use it. Okay, let's just see what fits here. So we got 2 of these things. This one looks slightly less crusty, so I should probably keep it for myself. Hopefully this will just kind of fit in here nice. I have the radiator in a bit of a funny spot. This kind of goes in before all this stuff. Oh yeah, no, we're in. Slide in there. Wiring out of the way. Oof, I hope the rat's enough to come out. It's gonna be close. What's it? Come on. Come on, girl. You can do it. Whew. Perfect. Just like that. Yeah, unfortunately the bumper has to come out, I think. Well, I think that's exactly what has to happen. The bumper has to come out. It's a pain. We just put that in. So it has to tuck under the bumper, I'm pretty sure. Yep. What do we got? Oh, the bumper is loose. Oh. It's got one bolt in. Is that all I do? Right on. All right, well, pass Dan. Way to be lazy, buddy. Let's take that. We can probably slide the bumper forward. Pop her in there. Okay, let's see if we can get this out right quick. This little tilt up, maybe. So the bolts are loose. At least that one is. I don't know why I wouldn't finish this. Doesn't sound like me. Is this one gonna be? Oh no. She just need a little bit of love. Okay. Bolt this one? No. Come on. There you go. Oh, a little more. Haha. Look at that. Mint. Okay. Well, now let's push our bolt and everything together. Let's put this grill in right quick. This goes in from the back side. So all this, you're like, oh, it's gonna be ugly. It's covered by the whatever. Bullets. It's missing some clips, unfortunately. Wow. It's missing a lot of things. But I think this has to go under that, which is a little jank. Just lift up your 57 Chevy clip. There we go. Okay. Got a little too far. Whoops. Whoops. Look at that. Okay. Line those up. Perfect. Every time. Almost every time. There we go. Okay, let's get some hardware in that. I'll probably just use 1/4-inch bolts. Oh yeah. That's what it has on the top here. It's got little clips. I wonder if I have a bugger drill in the basement. I'll go check. Because even just a couple of those would be handy. So, I've kept this grill for, I don't know how long. This is actually, if you look, it's gold. And it's all sun-baked. This was on this was from your car. And I kept it even though it's completely clapped out. But it has these clips. If I can get them off. And I don't know if they're one-off Tri-5 Chevy or not, but...
The sound is hurting my teeth.
Want me to drag it on something?
Don't. Oh, gosh.
But anyway, so if we can get these off, all they are is they're kind of like a weird little shape, but they snap on, and then you can put your dealio in there. And I believe, yeah, this is exactly how it is. So this is the front side, which is all faded, and the back side is still gold. So we got a bunch of them. The bottom has these kind of quick speed clip deals, but the bottom you can get to very easily. So I think we'll just, oh, look at these old washers I got. Murray gave me a whole bunch of waterlogged washers a while ago, and they were in the Nomad all winter, and now we're going to use them. But we can just nut bolt washer, get it lined up where you want, kind of force it in there. Boom. That's all we're going to do. So we'll get that dialed, get those started, and we'll put all those clips in. And then these, unfortunately, they're like big self-tappery deals. I got those long ones. So it might look a little, well, you probably never notice, I guess. Because it'll be, yeah, 1-inch self-tapper, number 12. Yeah, I should grab it. So we'll get that dialed. So I'll just go ahead and put these on right quick, and then we'll come back when we're sending her home, or what?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I have a few bolts. Just hold it in there, it's kind of loose there. I'll just snap these deals in. Kind of feel like I should keep some for myself. I don't want to be that guy, but we'll see. Who needs a hammer when you have a Leatherman? Oh, do I need a hammer? No, just needs more Leathermaning. That's the, you know, they say it's this all-in-one. They never tell you it's a hammer, too. That one doesn't get one. It's only the front most important one. This one's got to go in here. Why did that one give me such a hard time? She's cranky. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call this one Danielle. Oh, the knife came out on that one. There you go. Who says you need the right tool? A little bit of perseverance. Okay.
My grinding is just like...
Hey, that's hot rodding, dude. Okay, this whole deal has to shift over. Perfect.
Can you like...
It's not even that bad.
It is.
You know what? Such a wuss.
I am a wuss.
So we'll put all the wrong parts together, but this holds up and it looks sweet. I don't know. I think I bought all actually brand new stuff when I did your car. Because your car got a new grill on it too, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was mighty nice of me. People say I'm needy.
It was my birthday gift.
Yeah, that's right.
It was an entire car.
So you get a little bit of attitude every now and again. It's kind of worth it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is a little. Yeah. Might be a little on the janky side, but.
If it ain't janky, it ain't DD Speed Shop.
Hey. Come on. Oh, I think that's a holder in there just fine. You like that noise?
I really do not.
Kind of sounds like Franklin. You try and lift her up.
She doesn't like to be disturbed from her sleep.
Yeah. Go to pet her when she's sleeping. Okay. Man, this thing's gonna look cherry. I just said earlier in the video I want to sell it, but now I'm thinking I want to keep it. It's funny how my brain works.
It'll make you mad, then you'll want to sell it again.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Also, where are you gonna put it? When are you gonna drive it?
Quit giving me reasons to want it more. That's how my brain works here. Actually, I told the internet, I haven't told you yet today, but I made an offer on a car today. That we need. Except it's in Brandon. No, you're not into it? The silence is deafening. Look at that. Okay. So we got this all in, like I said. The car will show up on Sunday. But don't worry, it's a basket case.
My favorite kind.
You know what? It is what it is. Oh yeah, this stuff's pretty good. I thought these were going to be a pain, but they're just snugged up perfect.
Oh, nice.
That's a little, I don't know what it would have originally. It must just had screws or something like that. I mean, it's got self-tapper deals. I'll have to tighten up the bottom side, but this is the best part. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was saving this for my black car. Oh, this might take a minute because it's frozen. Because I destroyed the grill bar in mine when I took the front clip off. Oh, this thing doesn't have any lenses in it.
It was just frozen, so you thought it did?
Yeah. I was like, oh, this thing's got lenses and everything. No, that was ice. So we'll take some of this off. When I first did that 57 of yours, I was amazed at how chintzy. Where's my hammer? On the ground. How chintzy and all that, the whole front grille assembly was of a 57 Chevy, because in pictures and a car show, she's like, wow, that looks gorgeous and this and that. Not that I was expecting like to be like a piece of billet steel or nothing like that, but
you don't expect it to be bendable.
well, the other thing is, I just paid $200 for that, and when I bought the one, I think your car, I bought one like early on. Well, the first one I bought was $100. So, inflation. Try 5-lation. I don't know if we'll use any of this wiring. I might end up just kind of putting in new light stuff in it, but for the interest of YouTube, where it has to look good, if people want to see me finish something, pretend to finish something. What have we caught on here? Is the noise getting to you?
Really?
It's not that bad. Oh, there we go. Where did I put these? I think I can just use. Oh, yeah, it's got a whole lot of nuts on it.
These nuts.
No, not those nuts. These nuts. What the? Just go on. Thread into your home. Ow. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look way better. Looks a little sad face, but we'll put a few nuts in there. I guess this thing, the hood has a nice hood bar on it, actually. That's pretty sweet. We can probably, oh yeah, I gotta chop the hood up a little bit to fit on these carburetors. Something hits, unfortunately. Yeah, I've put a bunch of tunnel rams on these things. Never had an issue, but I guess the LS or this tunnel ram might be slightly taller somehow. Looks like something.
It looks awesome.
This is just kind of sitting here. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is just weld it.
Cool.
So we'll tighten all this gear up, then we'll pull out the old Chinese welder and permanently install it. I don't know if I have anything to make the bezels fit on, but I would like to get those on as well. And put the hood on, have something. Okay.
So are you gonna weld that in or no?
What?
Are you gonna weld that in or no?
No, I think it's okay. It ain't really going anywhere. It's actually supposed to attach to the kind of bumper and stuff, so we might go ahead and do that. The scratch is very small. I've been spoiled with the larger one.
It's crazy to think that for like 4 years this was all we worked out
Oh, I
of.
did a lot of work out of this garage, I tell you. Oh, get skinny. Oh, man. Whew. Okay. I need that shovel. Oops. Where are we gonna put this? Okay. Danny didn't want to help hold the hood, so.
You didn't even ask me.
I did ask you. Don't worry, I got her. I'm quick. Yeah, I might need you to hold the.
Yeah, that's fine. You never asked me.
I said we gotta do the hood, and you're like, I'm not doing 2 hoods in one day.
That's not how the conversation went at all.
Here, hold this.
You know, you're besmirching my good name.
I would never do that. The Daniela name will live on. Okay, I'll just hold this then. Why you put your hood up?
Because I'm not camera ready.
So by putting your hood up, it gives the impression that you are?
I feel like it just makes me look extra bad. So it's not like I'm medium bad. I'm just all bad.
Don't besmirch your good name.
Oh, thanks.
Where does this go? Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
We have to do something
You don't
different.
want to cut out the part.
Well, I don't know where it's hidden. So we're going to put the hood on, see what's smack-a-lacking, and then we'll cut and grind. Yeah, it might be fine. I don't remember, did we ever have the hood on, or did it just sit on it?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, it's hard to keep track of all these 57 Chevrolets. Can you put it down a little? Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. You nailed it.
Thanks.
We're getting a lot of mileage out of this hood on and off lately. It's 2 clips today on 2 different cars. Putting a friggin' hood on. I'm getting better at it. No, I'm not. People are showing me plans of how they did it. With their engine cranes and stuff.
Oh. That seems like a lot of work.
Maybe their old lady told them, you can F off. Instead, I got stir fry and you held a hood twice today for me.
That's right.
Pretty lucky guy.
Homemade stir fry.
Well, they were frozen vegetables.
They sure were.
But you heated it up at home. I'll give you that. Okay. Your arms getting tired yet?
Yep.
Yeah, there's no springs on this one. This race car stuff, you wouldn't understand it. Quickly. You know, the problem is it's not bike riding weather for Murray. He's not just popping in yet. Okay. Want me to Let me hold that. Oh, it is quite heavy. Well, you didn't have to push that hard.
I think it fits.
Yeah. Actually, it fits mint.
Like, what the heck?
It definitely, it must have been rubbing on something. Maybe there was tools there.
That's a possibility.
So now, I want to, well, I don't have any of the attachment. Like this is missing. All of the mechanism, the release mechanism is all missing. I don't have one piece of it, and but what I do have is a bag of Chinese hood pins. Because I bought a bunch of these. I put pins on the top, pins on the side, pins on the deck lid. We might as well pin down the hood. But as I recall...
I mean, it's race car stuff. They wouldn't understand.
They wouldn't understand. Yeah, sorry, Internet. I love this car. As I recall, I did this on... Something else has hood pins.
My car has hood pins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm a
Your
55.
car has
Yeah.
hood pins.
I think you got to extend these.
Yes. Even I know we have to extend.
Maybe this would be different. No, it's crushing my hand. Okay, so what will I do? I guess we'll just weld some all-thread rod to the back side of it.
Well, people love when you use all-thread rod.
It is multi-purpose. Okay, I'll see what I got. Hopefully I got some 1/2 inch or something.
Well, we're not going out because it's 10 o'clock on a Friday.
Yeah, this might be a little light. I'll find something next door. New day. We ran out of parts last night, so went and got a few things today. Anyways, we have to extend these pins. So I've cut off a couple of chunks of all-thread rod. And this is always, so I have to lengthen them. Now the problem with this is always, when you want to weld something together, it's always ends up crooked and whatnot. So all you do is you just kind of toss her in a piece of angle iron, and that'll square it up. Look how easy that is. Now, see if we can just kind of give these a couple of tack welds. I kind of just eyeballed the length there, but I'm confident it'll be good. I went off another Tref Chevrolet that I do own. I think this will be a good ground, or you think it's going to be a schmozzle? Schmozzle. It's always a schmozzle. I'll do that instead of having a schmozzle. Now it'll work. Ooh, so nice. So, do a couple of them, and then we should be good to go. Hot.
One day I feel like we need someone to take a picture of how we do the filming when you're welding. Because I literally just point the camera where I think is right and cover my eyes.
You are a little ridiculous sometimes.
I don't want to go blind.
Well.
Welder's flash. Remember when you thought you had it?
Oh yeah. There we go. 2 hood pins. I guess I need to do that. Should be good. Extendo. Extendo. Perfect. Let's go back to the other garage. We need a drill. A drill. We're good. Where's a drill? This one and this one. You wanna grab that tube of grease?
Whoa.
Is the drill next door? No. I got it. I got it. Different day, same outfit.
This is a different outfit. I just have like 6 pairs of these socks.
All right, let's get set up over here.
Weird temperature. I was snowing yesterday, and now today it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't want this anymore.
Don't blame me, I don't want it either. The paint. Okay, we need a shovel again. Prop rod shovel. So what we gotta do now is decide where we want to put these pins. And what did we do in your car?
We did it on...
Yeah, we did it on there. I guess that must avoid all this stuff, eh? Is that what happens? Or should we do a little measuring just to make sure we know where it's gonna be?
Wow, you're like really...
Oh, I care, eh?
Yeah.
So the hood, so 33 inches. Let's see where that'll put it. So you may have to be aware of the little rockets, depending on where we go. Because it has to be, I guess it has to be right there, right? So 33 inches is back there. Is that where they are in your car? Guess it must be. Oh, that was gross. Huh, I feel like that's farther back. Let's go see where it is on the Nomad. It's got pins. It's ready to go.
Everything has pins.
I like pins. I feel like they're further ahead, but maybe not. Maybe I just did some bad measuring? I don't know, I guess that's right.
It's all on the core support.
33 inches. No, I just thought maybe I did something different.
You? Something different?
I like what I like.
Dan here, try 5 Dan.
Dan here, try 5 Dan. What does that even mean?
I don't know. I was trying something out.
So then we got to be on the side. So we're limited. I guess we'll center it up here. So we'll call it 3 inches in. But that's going to be where? Oh yeah, that's going to be nice, right? Terrible spot. How did I do your car? I remember having to drill through all that crap, but maybe I did. It's a friggin' nightmare on this thing.
I call this pose man ponders his existence.
I'll need a minute here before we start doing anything. So we did some guesstimations. I did, well, whatever, like, we can only go in the core support. But then I wanted to try and avoid all this crap here, this like structure on the side. So I went in, it's like 5 inches, come around this side. So basically we're 33-ish from the back, which kind of puts us about here. And then we have 5 inches of flat before we hit the, can you see the round part? The round part of the hood. Right, so that's kind of the line we have to work with. And on that side there is structure, so we're trying to thread the needle. And by thread the needle, I mean totally guess. And if it goes to crap, I'll just get a bigger drill bit. So 4 3/4-ish. That's what we want from the fender. Except this kind of drops down, so it's a bit of a hassle, but the eyeball here at DD Speed Shop. Use your terrible step bit. Come on. Okay. We'll grab our newly modified, custom-made hood pin. Stupid gloves. I need more hands.
That was super sexy.
Well, I did that for the ladies who watch. Did it for the lady who watches. You when you edit it, and my mom maybe. Okay, so we got this. Now these are a little on the long side. I hope, anyways. We always trim them down or pretend they don't exist. So we're just gonna sandwich that up like that. Now we need the grease. Take a little dab of grease here. We're gonna put it on the top. This will mark where the pin wants to be.
You grab so much for just doing a little dab. Don't.
I need a rag.
Just change your shirt.
No, I like this shirt. Doesn't have many more miles left in her.
I know, and I tried to order you a new one, and they're all sold out.
My favorite shirt.
It's really seeing some stuff.
So now, hold that shovel, lady. Drop it down. Make sure it touches. Go back up. Not bad.
Hey!
Went a little far over, but we'll deal with it.
That grease trick is pretty good there.
Yeah, we could have gone over a ½ inch, but you know what? Dan's lazy. Get this little less sketchy. So now we're just gonna put a pilot hole from the bottom. I kind of boned this actually. Well, you want to cover your carburetors too, so you don't get a little schmagma in there. It's fine. You know, in these high performance motors, you want to make sure they're really taken care of. Ooh, left-handed drilling's not for me. Now, we need a block of wood. Kind of drop this down and see if we can hold the hood up somehow. Oh, this thing's got a rad cap on it. How about that? Shovel. I'll use this rad as a support. Perfect. Look at that. We might need a bigger drill bit for this, but we'll see. Well, that side lined up mint. Let's see what we got here. This is just loose. There we go. We gotta bring those down a bunch, obviously, and then put some pins in it. Then we got ourselves a hot rod. Now you could put those little round tabs on and stuff like that, but I don't know. I kind of think they look stupid. These ones from China are just ginormous. You wanna put them on? They're gonna end up kind of looking funny on the hood, I think.
I wouldn't.
Well, if Danielle wouldn't, nobody would. So now all we need is, oh, I've lost a pin.
You fell on the floor.
Oh, good. The rest of that's all garbage. Get to that later. Adjust those down, and then what we got? Oh yeah, headlight stuff. We'll put the headlight trim on. Just like that. That was that easy. Greasy. Okay. Got her kind of borderline adjusted. Everything's still kind of loose. Really need a different prop rod than that. Look at that. Well, that one may have to go up just a hair, but perfect. I hope it doesn't scratch the paint. So now, I guess we'll get set up and we'll get the stuff on the front, and then maybe we'll do the windshield trim. Make it look like something from the front. Oh, I gotta bolt up the bumper too. It's a little loose. Man, this thing looks good now. Maybe we should keep it. What do you think? You weren't even showing what we were doing. The whole 57 Chevy front end, you're showing like, well, okay.
You're standing in my way.
Sorry. Let's get some hardware together. So we're putting these in. These are pretty beat. They're all broken and cracked and whatnot. And we're just kind of working with what we got. I got that one on there. So I mean, I guess it just kind of suits the car. But we're using the wrong screws, Canadian screws, so you know they're wrong. Robertson. I didn't go and get any of the proper tapered screws. We can always get some of those, you know, some other time. Maybe, if I remember. What's going on here? This one's a hassle? Don't be a hassle. Everyone's watching. What? Okay, well, I guess we need a longer one for there. That's a hassle. How many more times can I say hassle? So now, we're going to take the wrong screw with the wrong pile of washers. It's supposed to have, I mean, all that material is supposed to be in there, not broken. Use a nice little tapered piece. But instead, we're going to use a long sheet metal screw with 2 miscellaneous washers on it. Just go ahead and send her home. Get her started. Nope, that's not working. Hang on, needs a little more struggle here. Stupid 57 Chevys. Oh, there we go, we nailed it. Just need to come apart and go back together 15 times. You know, a lot of people pre-build cars, make sure everything fits, and take them all apart. And then, oh yeah, just like that. Now, we have a longer screw, which is probably too long. But we'll just get this thing. There we go. Look at that. Does it fit perfect? Good enough.
Mint.
Hey, come on. Huh? There should be 2 more screws here, which we can always add a couple of tabs later, but these headlight buckets were from a Chevy truck because they were like a third the price of actually 57 Chevy ones, and they're identical. Take some headlight and everything, so we got that. Man, this thing looks good. Okay, I'm gonna go through, we'll find what trim we need. We might have to make a couple of little, or maybe not. I have a bunch of miscellaneous, oh, don't fall, trim bits. So we'll see if we can make something here work for us. We'll get the trim out and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh! Hey, the screws I need. A whole bunch in here. Man, the box from Randy for $5 just keeps on giving. So we have a melody of stuff. But let's go ahead and try and put this all together. So we had to make a couple of clips. And we got to attach a few things. I have everything out here. I don't know what I'm looking for. Screws. So step 1, we have to attach the trim down because it has popped up. So we'll give that a quick brand new screw. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now we have this piece, and it's got a screw there and a piece around the back. And this is a bit of a hassle. You gotta kind of go up on the trim. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. And then we have another screw. I use this goofy little attachment point. The screw might be a little on the big side. Oh no, she's threading. We're good. Okay, so that holds that in there. We gotta whack the back in. Or move it ahead a little. Grab my body hammer. Okay, that's not bad, not bad. Then we're gonna put another screw in the back there, or is it gonna give me a hard time? Because everything all kind of slides together, and this is, well, this might be a, that's a big screw. Nailed it. Look at that. She's a little crooked, but she straightened out. Okay, Okay, so that's dialed. Now, the next piece, I made it on this one, so I'll show you the other side, but this slips in there, so that's what's going to hold it in. Then there's, I guess, just a couple hold downs there, and then there's supposed to be some trim pieces here, which we do not have. So we're going to make this work as is. Gonna jam this in. Kind of float this little piece in there. I got to get some nuts. That'll kind of hold her in place. Now there's supposed to be a center piece that joins these two, which I don't know if I have or not, but I'll show you what I did to make this. So I just took one of these standard clips. The problem is it has to fit in here, but you can see it's recessed there, which means it's raised there. So we got to give her a bit of a bend. Both sides, but then we need to flatten out the corners. We're just going to grab, so we end up with like a U shape. Give this a bend, and now this should just kind of snap into place. And as you tighten it, it'll hold it down. So it just has to be loose while we get her in. I don't know what I'm going to do in the center there, because I would like to kind of have it attached, but I don't know. Might just build a little plate and sink a self-tapper in the middle. So we get the other side done. I'll think what we're gonna do in the middle. We'll kind of keep on keeping on. I don't have the centerpiece here either. Like, the problem is when you buy trim like this in miscellaneous lengths, the center bits that typically hold it all together always go missing. So that's that. I don't think it's in this. These are all corner pieces, I think, which are handy to have. Oh, Jesus, look at that. This is what I was looking for right here. So these are actually the proper clips to have. So we just made them, but ultimately these slide in. What way does this go? Like that. We want it like this, I think. So these actually just slide in. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Factory stuff. So I made something that was close, but we'll go ahead and use the proper ones. And then these will go end to end. So you kind of just fit over and hold it. Yeah, look at that Ziploc bag. You never know what you're going to get. Now that I have it, I'll lose them. Oh, this is the center, I believe. It goes right there, and that's where everything kind of fits into. Are you yawning?
No.
This is interesting.
It is very interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to mess around with this, and we'll see what we can make work, and we'll come back shortly. Hang on. Need a little... Need a tool. So, well, maybe not. Maybe I need more than this. That just snaps on? It must. So we got a couple of these pieces. So these ones screw in. I'm missing one. It might be somewhere still. Then we have the one piece in there. So what you actually do the proper way is you kind of get this threaded in here. What are you doing? Maybe this should be a little looser. I don't know if this has to be crazy tight. I believe these are actually riveted on the factory cars. So we're using screws because screws never fail. So do that. That kind of holds it into place, and then we have to line our piece up there and there at the same time. This might not be. Well, I don't think this is actually hardtop trim. I think this is miscellaneous whatever I had. So we're just kind of making it work, you know. Ouch. Just kind of cut it at a funny angle too. Nailed it. Ish. Need something to kind of give it a... There we go, whack her in. So we put a you know, a bolt on that side. Be cherry, and that's not going nowhere. Now this, I don't know if this goes on first or what. It's all bent. Story of my life, everything's bent, or if it snaps on. But this will fit over after you smash the windshield. Oh, that needs more fine tuning or something. We got some pressure on this. What's going on there? It's turning out to be a fail. I don't think it snaps on. I think it has to go on first. It's got a little tang on it. Anyway, we'll keep playing with that. The other side will get kind of started. Let's see what it looks like. Oh.
Does it snap on, do you think?
So, I think it snaps on. Get that in there. We'll have to give it a quick whack with the hammer or something after. Internet, eh? Okay, we'll get this dialed. Honestly, it's not bad. Wow, it's good. It looks like I installed it. Okay, so we'll just put this one corner piece in, and then we'll have ourselves a, we'll have something there. I wonder if we can,
Mint.
it's better. Go get that side dialed and clean this thing up, tighten up the bumper, and I'm done with it.
Wiring?
Oh, it's a new video.
Oh.
I mean, for today.
Oh, I see.
For this Oscar caliber performance, we're done. If I stand right here, you can't see the butchery I did back there. So these bottom trim pieces, that's temporary. It's temporary. This must be sedan stuff or something, and it's just not long enough, or I don't know what. This is miscellaneous. These I think I had to trim down and everything, so it is what it is. But if you stand back here now, you know, you put the camera on 480p or whatever, like you're looking at a Nintendo. Looks like 57 Chevy from the front. So that's all that really matters.
This bumper, will it fall off?
I bolted it.
Yeah.
It's basically a car. Hood pins are in it. We're all ready to go. Look at that. These fit mint. Oh, I really scratched the hood there. Pretty good. So now we got to figure out wiring, where we want to put the battery. Also, I think I stole the battery out of this thing to put in the Camaro, and I'm pretty sure the battery was in here. I stole it at your car. So it's the old, you know, Leapfrog. I guess, well, these are not in there very tight either. They're just kind of sitting in there. So we got to go through and make sure all the trim is dialed together. But next, we're going to wire this thing. So the way I currently have it set up is got just the MUR box, which is like a little tin can you made, and it just puts power to, well, the MSD box, and then to the fuel pump, because, oh yeah, it's got an electric fuel pump in it, and then to the starter. I got a few things, so we have a proper ignition switch, so we'll put that in there. I've got a universal headlight switch, we'll put that in there. We got some universal brake light, or well, lights, but we'll put these in the brakes, and that's what we're going to try to accomplish. This thing does have an aftermarket column in it, so it should actually work. I'll run it all. I don't know how much further we're going to get. I mean, if we can make the signals work and stuff like that, we might as well, but otherwise this thing's going to be pretty bare bones. Headlights, taillights, turn signals, electric fuel pump. The MSD box has to grab some power, but I mean, it doesn't have wipers. If it did, it'd be vacuum. And then, I mean, there's no radio, there's no power windows, there's no nothing. So that's where it's going. I'm thinking maybe even this weekend we'll be able to knock it out and have it so it's kind of done and like a legitimate car. And then that's what we want to do, put it in storage for a little bit, or put it up on the internet for some poor sucker, lucky person to purchase. And we'll go from there. But thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel. It makes a world of difference to us. Helps us out big time. We're good people. We just give each other a hard time. It's a joke, internet. We'll see you on the next one. We're probably working on 57 Chevys.